Hey peeps, how's it going? Chartech here. It has been a while, but we're back with another Chartech Chats. I think it's been almost 2 months since I last made a video. It might have actually been 2 months at this point. I had some stuff that was going on, lots of stuff at work, and now I have to change my editing tool, so that's kind of put a little bit of delay on me making another video. Videos might be a little bit sparse because I'm still trying to figure that out. I think I've finally settled on which one I want to switch to. It's not going to be on this video, but it'll definitely be on the next one I do because I was using Filmora, and if you know anything about that, then you know why I'm switching. So I wanted to make this video kind of as a update on what I've been doing and what's coming up in the future for WoW. Not really done one of these videos before, but we'll see how it goes. So as for what I've been doing so far, my Evoker is still my main. I've leveled up my Shaman, Priest, and Monk to max level. My Priest and my Monk were only recently done, so they're kind of not doing anything yet. Still have some work to do on them, getting them gear. Right now my main focus is my Evoker at the moment, and then kind of trying to do some stuff with my Shaman when I can. It's just easier for me to DPS on my Evoker than switching to my Shaman every time, so whenever my guild has needed a DPS for Mythic Plus or whatever, I've mostly just stayed on my Evoker, which has been fun. I actually like Evoker more than I thought I would. Sitting only at about 400 item level because I've been slacking a little bit on doing higher keys, but that should change this week. I plan on focusing more on that, getting more into 16 to 20 range, and working on getting Keystone Hero finally. I'm planning on getting Keystone Master on all 4 of the characters that I already have at max level. I might level another character, but I don't really plan on getting KSM on that one. 4 is just fine for me for the first patch. If that, I might only just do the 2, my Shaman and my Evoker. We'll see how it goes though. Guild's been doing pretty good. So far we're 4 out of 8 heroic, and that's mostly because we've been doing normal to get people tier sets or get people ready to get tier sets. So right now everyone has their 3-piece, which means when 10.0.5 comes out, everyone will be able to get their 4-piece this week, and we should be able to blast the rest of heroic pretty quickly. We should be able to get up to Broodkeeper or Razzie Dazzy this week. Alright, so 10.0.5, what's going on? There's a really good content out there already discussing kind of what's going on. If you look at people like Hazel or any of the other great content creators. So I'm just going to keep it brief and go over kind of the stuff that I'm excited for and some of the stuff that maybe hasn't been talked about too much. If you didn't know already, maintenance is going to be 8 hours today for this reset, with servers expected to come up around 3 Pacific time or 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. Sorry. This isn't too surprising, honestly, with the amount of changes that are going on and it being past the holidays, and I don't think we've had an extended maintenance since before the holidays, so I'm sure there's tons of stuff that they have to catch up on. So the first thing I'm really excited for are all the class reworks that are going to be happening. As a Preservation Evoker main, it's really good to see some of the changes that are happening, especially things like the Living Flame and Echo interaction. It's really just annoying and tedious having to think about that all the time. There are people that play around it and whatever, but I think it's easier to just have it work this way. So basically what's going to happen is instead of casting a Living Flame and then casting an Echo and have that Echo get consumed by Living Flame because of the travel time for Living Flame, it's just not going to work like that anymore. When you cast Living Flame, if it hits after you apply an Echo, then it will not consume the Echo, which is good because 9 times out of 10 you don't want to use Living Flame on Echoes. Living Flame is an okay healing ability, but it's not that great. So I think this is a pretty good change, and it's one less thing to worry about when there's already so much going on as a healer right now. The changes to Temporal Anomaly look pretty good overall. I always am really annoyed by how slow the little circle travels as you go along. So I think this is going to be a really good change overall. The increased cooldown on it, it's not great. It's going to affect you if you are using Temporal Anomaly on cooldown all the time. But other than that, you should be fine. I don't really expect too much to change with that. The only big change I really want to see right now is the bug to be fixed with Essence Spenders for both Preservation and Devastation, honestly, where you have the resources to spend, but it doesn't let you spend it. You'll sit there just spamming the button, seeing that you have the resources to spend, and it just does not work. This happens to all the evokers in my guild, everyone that I've talked to. It's extremely frustrating. It's as if you have 100% mana and you just can't cast Healing Surge or, you know, whatever, any other healing spell or any DPS spell. Honestly, it's the most frustrating thing in the world. So that's the only real bug fix that I care about, and I hope that that does get fixed. I haven't seen any patch notes about it though. Disciplined Priest and Mistweaver Monk are getting a ton of changes and huge reworks to their talent trees, so I'm excited to try those out. It's not a coincidence that my first characters that I leveled to 70 were a Mistweaver Monk and a Disciplined Priest. I'm really hoping to play around with that this upcoming week and decide how much I want to play with those based on the new changes. So I'm excited. I think it should be pretty fun. The thing that is really exciting is going to be the Revival Catalyst. Okay, real talk, Blizzard. You've already said in future expansions that it's going to be just called the Catalyst, and it's not going to have a weird name like that. 2 weeks ago, it was still called the Inspiration Catalyst, and then in the notes, it's just called the Revival Catalyst with no real talking points about it whatsoever. Why don't we just call it the Catalyst? Why not do it now? I don't understand. Whatever, fine. Overcomplicating things for no reason whatsoever. So the Revival Catalyst, what you'll get is a weekly Fill the Bar quest that you can contribute progress towards on all characters. You can contribute progress by doing Mythic Plus, doing community events such as the Soup, the Hunts, the Siege on Dragonflight Keep, killing raid bosses, doing PvP, and a bunch of other stuff. There's some unconfirmed percentages and stuff, so we'll see mostly just how it comes out today. Once you complete the weekly, all your characters will get a charge, and you can have up to 6 charges per character. A really big one that I like is that the Mage Tower is back. It was actually not gone for as long as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be an entire year before it came back, but it's great to see that it's coming back so soon. If you don't know what the Mage Tower is, it's a solo challenge that rewards you with some cool class-specific transmog, and if you do every challenge, you get an awesome mount. I haven't seen anyone really test it. I don't know if it's even on the PTR or not, so I'm interested to see what the tuning's going to be like, and I might take a swing at it on classes that I don't already have one of the transmogs on once I get bored towards the end of the patch. If I get bored towards the end of the patch, we'll see. There's honestly so much to be excited for in this patch, and I haven't even covered 10% of the things that are here, or half of the things that I'm actually really excited about. The official patch notes will be linked in the description, so go ahead and take a look at those, look through all of it, see if there's anything that really interests you. You've seen them scrolling through as we've gone through this video, kind of. I'm really hoping Blizzard keeps up the patch cadence and keeps making some of these good class balancing changes as quickly as they have been. We're seeing a lot of the top classes be brought down and some of the bottom classes be brought up to kind of squish them together. I don't think anything in these notes is going to change up the meta necessarily, but I think it'll make people feel less bad about the class that they're playing potentially. It's definitely not perfect, but it is a step in the right direction, so that's something that I really want to see continue. And that's all I got for you today. Thank you for your time. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see some more, and I'll see you on the other side of the reset. Thanks, peeps.